Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my live videos, and today I've just got a bit more things to currently update you on now. Is regarding Marion Fellani from Manchester United, because reports had broke out the other week that apparently that Fellani was actually close on agreeing new terms of a new contract with Manchester United. The club of Manchester United were actually keen on just signing Marion Fellani a one-year extension, but I think from the player's perspective, he's keen and he wants a long-term extension on his contract. But apparently at the moment, the contract talks have stalled of signing Marion Fellani a new contract, because obviously we know Manchester United and Arsenal we know that they have a transfer policy of players like aged around about 30 or just over 30 with the transfer policy of players that have aged 30 or over 30 don't usually secure players of that age or over long-term deals. But I think Fellaini is actually keen on signing a long-term deal with Manchester United. Hasn't materialised just as yet. Obviously, he's been demanding a higher wage as well as Marion Fellaini, and Jose Mourinho knows how much of a key and important figure player that Marion Fellaini is for the club. What? Yeah, alright. Alright. And he's progressed fantastically well as the player this season. He's done very well for Manchester United as well in the process. You know, he scored about 4 goals this season, and he's making a big impact. He's playing, and Jose Mourinho had looked to his move to Galatasaray during the summer. He's been at the club now. This is his 5th season in the process, I think, with Manchester United, because we did pay £27.5 million for him from Everton. We know fans have actually wanted Marion Fellaini out, but he's fulfilling Pogba's spot, you know, dramatically well. And we know Pogba's injured. That is a disappointment. We don't know when he's going to be. It could be end of November, early December that Paul Pogba returns. But we've not only got Marion Fellaini, that's coming to the end of his deal. You know, we've got Herrera there, who's coming to the end of his deal, who hasn't played much this season. He hasn't been really much in the mix. Herrera's still a very good player though, but I don't know if Man U are in talks of securing him a new deal with Manchester United. So, and we've still got Juan Mata that's coming to an end of his deal. Want to secure him a new deal as well, because he's been playing well on that right hand side. You know, scoring his first goal this season against Crystal Palace, making his 200th appearance in the Premier League. Like you say, he can play on the right, he can play in the middle, he can operate in that number 10 role, can matter. But Jose Mourinho, you know, considering, you know, he's got a good pedigree, he's a very good manager. As I said, he's proven it everywhere he's been. As Jose Mourinho in the process. Everywhere he's been, he has proven very well. He spent over 300 million now in 2 transfer windows with Manchester United as Mourinho, but he's still looking to get maybe a midfielder or 2 in the mix. But it's just been confirmed on a couple of reports he's now regarding 27-year-old Toni Kroos from Real Madrid. Apparently that Manchester United were interested in him 4 years ago, which was 2014, but apparently he said it was the right decision, Toni Kroos, to actually snub Manchester United off, because it confirmed Man United were interested in Toni Kroos. Very good, creative, agile, you know, competitive, tenacious midfielder is Toni Kroos from Real Madrid. We won't be getting him, but it did say Man United back in 2014 were interested in the player. He's getting 79 caps for Germany. He's won loads and loads of honours as Toni Kroos. He's an ex-Bayern Munich player. He also played in the reserve team as well for Bayern Munich. With Bayern Munich, I think he made over a century of appearances in Bundesliga with Bayern Munich. Also went on loan with Bayer Leverkusen as well. And then he went back to Bayern Munich after Leverkusen. So he was there quite a few years, went on loan to Leverkusen, went back to Bayern Munich, won back-to-back Bundesliga's titles, you know, won Champions League with Bayern Munich as well, did the player. And then he's won the FIFA Club World Cup a couple of times with Munich, and now he's won it with Real Madrid. And then basically after that, in 2014, Real Madrid had got the pursuit of Toni Kroos from Bayern Munich. I think they paid £20 million for him, and he signed a 6-year deal with Real Madrid. So I think he might have 2 years or something, or just a bit more left on his current deal, because he signed a 6-year deal when Real Madrid had bought him for £20 million back in 2014 as well in the process. But Madrid, he's done very good. He's made over actually a century appearances now in La Liga with Real Madrid. I think he scored 3 goals, was it last season? I think he scored a goal this season. Has well as a player, but with Real Madrid, he's also won the FIFA Club World Cup. He's won two Champions Leagues with Real Madrid. He's won La Liga. I think he's won a Super Cup as well. And yes, he has won quite a few honours as Toni Kroos, but a very, very good creative, tenacious, competitive, versatility, very, very good as well. And considered as one of the best midfielders in the world as well. And he's won quite a lot of honours as Toni Kroos. It confirmed that Man United were interested in back in 2014 as well, but a deal never materialised because he said it was the right decision to basically snub Manchester United off. And this is what Toni Kroos had as basically suggested out. And we've also got, we've still got other midfielders we've still got other midfielders on our radar as well. It confirmed that Man United, it said yesterday from Sheikh Hislop, Sheikh Hislop, an ex-footballer who played for Reading, Portsmouth and all that, and West Ham. He confirmed that Man United could sign Lorenzo Pellegrini from Roma. He made, actually, went to Sluice and made over 50 appearances, did the play. He's 21 years of age. He's an Italian player. He risen up the ranks very, very well, as I said. He joined Rome in 2007, so he's been there quite a long time. He joined Rome in 2007, and he actually made his first team debut in 2015 with Rome, and then I said he went to Sluice and made over 50 appearances, so he said Man United could sign him. He's another midfielder. There's been quite a few midfielders on Jose Mourinho's radar. There's still talks that saying in the last 3-4 days now about Mesut Ozil. About Mesut Ozil from Manchester United, to Manchester United. He's saying if he leaves, he will join either Manchester United, Real Madrid, or I think he said Real Madrid, or Barcelona. He would join with Mesut Ozil in the process. This is what teams he said he would currently join in the process. Will Mesut Ozil, because obviously explain that Jose Mourinho and Ozil were fantastic together at Real Madrid. He won quite a few honours, made over century appearances with Real Madrid. He's made now over century appearances with Arsenal. He's won about 4 FA Cups, I think, with Arsenal. But obviously it confirmed that the discussion between Arsenal, the Ozil and the representatives, the contract talks have currently stalled. He's been demanding a higher wage in his package, over £300,000, I think Mesut Ozil's been demanding. Also explain United have still got an interest in Sanchez, because United have still got number 7 vacant as well at the moment in time. I still think Griezmann is the favourable number 7. I think that's Manchester United's. I do presume that's going to be Man United's next player to come. But Mesut Ozil, as I said, he was in Bundesliga for 5 years. As I currently said in the process, he was in Bundesliga for 5 years, guys. He was in Bundesliga for 5 years, but he was demanding a higher wage in his current package. But he's a player that's good at creating chances, as I said. He's good at providing assists as well. And he's very, very good in that number 10 role. He's Mesut Ozil as well. So it did say he's actually keen on reuniting with Jose Mourinho, is Mesut Ozil in the process. So what we'll do is we will actually see what happens about that. But I said Arsenal would rather cash in rather than let Ozil and Sanchez go on a free deal next summer. So could he potentially be Man United's next midfielder as well? But we've got a good midfield at the moment. We've got Matic that's doing very, very well. Very, very good at breaking up the play. He was very, very good at Chelsea, as I said. We've got Herrera there who hasn't featured much this season but improved under Mourinho. Fellani is making a big impact now, fulfilling Pogba's spot. And obviously he's still looking for a replacement, is Mourinho, as a long-term replacement for Michael Carrick as well, because obviously he's not going to be preferred choice. As I said, Michael Carrick, won every single domestic cup, made over 3 century appearances now with Manchester United. Got him from Tottenham. He's been at the club now over a decade as Michael Carrick, and he's had his time, but as obviously Mourinho's still looking for a long-term replacement for him in the midfield. So we know Toni Kroos is not coming to Manchester United. We know Manchester United, Fellaini's going to enter his deal. Who else? Herrera's coming to end of his deal. Matt's coming to end of his deal. So we need to sort that out in the current process as well. But no, to we've got Lukaku's hitting form, nearly hit a century goals now in the Premier League, 9-1. Nearly century goals, 11 goals in all competitions this season. I said the best strikers are Romelu Lukaku in the Premier League, Harry Kane, Aguero, Lacazette's very, very good as well, and Morata is very, very good for Chelsea as well, but he is currently injured as well. In the process, it's good that Man United have got two young age prospects of Rashford growing and developing into his game, Martial growing and developing into his game as well. So that is very, very good to see. But just to confirm, with the Toni Kroos situation, as I said, he's a player that's been at Bayern Munich, as I said, he's there quite a few years, risen up the ranks. Also was in the reserve team with Bayern Munich, and then he he went to Bayer Leverkusen on loan, and then he went back to Bayern Munich, won back-to-back Bundesliga titles, won the Champions League with them, won the FIFA Club World Cup with them as well. Then Real Madrid had paid £20 million for him back in 2014. He signed a 6-year deal. Since he's been at Madrid, he's won 2 Champions League, won La Liga, won FIFA Club World Cup, and won quite a few other honours as well. But Real Madrid, he's made over a century appearances in La Liga now. We're Bayern Munich, he made over a century of appearances as well, did Toni Kroos. One very, very good creative midfielder is Toni Kroos, guys, just to point out. So anyway, that's everything to update you today. So Fellani's contract is still stalled at the moment. Even the process said the other day that we were close to securing Fellani a long-term deal with Manchester United. So anyway, that's everything to update you with today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. Subscribe to my channel as always. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye.